Hello, my name is Joe Diaper. Yes, I do support the mighty AFC Bournemouth. And welcome to another episode of A Quart of Ale. In this episode, as always, I'll be rating a beer out of 10 in 7 different categories in my effort to understand beer and find the best beer in the world. And those categories are the can or bottle appearance, the drink's in glass appearance, how the drink smells, the all-important first sip, its effort to drink, its gassiness, and the after-drink feeling. That's that out of the way. Now it's time to find out what today's inner mouth experience is going to be. Today's drink is called LoKEY, a limited edition super session IPA described as maximum flavour in a super sessional package. Low gravity, juicy, citrus hops. Delicious, full-bodied mouthfeel. Now, I don't know about you, but a full-bodied mouthfeel sounds like what happens when airport security take you aside. Its ABV is a low 2.8%, and I'm drinking it from a 440ml can. It has no IBU at all. It is brewed by Dark Revolution, which is based in Salisbury, England, which is just down the road from me. So cheers to you guys. Its ingredients are listed as water, barley, oats, wheat, hops and yeast. There's no other information available. So Dark Revolution's LoKEY is what we're drinking today then. As I said, very low ABV at 2.8%. So as a sessional IPA, which means you can drink lots in one session, one drinking session, I'm expecting it to be light. I'm expecting it to be a very quick drink, possibly. It does say citrusy, but in the IPA game that could mean anything. They call everything citrusy. It's crazy. I'm excited to try it. I'm looking forward to giving it a go. So let's have a look at the can appearance then. Now, the name Dark Revolution, it does incite a few things into the mind, and that has followed through into the design of the can, I believe. Very gothic-y kind of sounding, and they've gone with that in here. It's very cool, it's very nice. Lovely skull motifs. You got Death there holding a cat for some reason, and also a lovely pink heart as well to grab your attention. The name itself quite small, and on the side of the can, a bit of a weird position to have it, but I think they've gone for imagery over the name especially there, and the image of the Death holding a cat with a love heart there is very grabbing. It will grab my attention. Black colours, dark, not especially colourful apart from the touches of pink. However, I think it's nice. I think it would grab my attention in a fridge, and I'd at least have a look at it and see what it was. So, for appearance sake, I'm going to give a perfectly respectable 7 out of 10. It's time to pop the can open then, so let's get this going. Love that sound. Rightio, let's give this a pour. It probably won't all fit in my glass, I would imagine. It might do, who knows. But we'll finish all of it no matter what. Lovely crisp sound. Very light in colour. Let's have a look at the beer's in-glass appearance. Right, I'm going to hold that up there. Hopefully you can see that. It's very cloudy. You can't see through it. You can't even see the bubbles inside it, if there are any bubbles. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie, it looks a little bit like a few samples I've dropped off at the doctors in the past. Number 1s, not number 2s, thankfully. It looks a bit flat, but it might just be because I can't see the bubbles doing their thing inside. But it does look a bit urinally testy, let's say. Would I be attracted to it if I just saw it in a glass? I think not. I don't think so. It looks flat, it looks dull, it doesn't look lively, and it looks like a beer that's been there for a day. Hang on, flat, horrible. So it's going to get a low score, unfortunately, for appearance in glass. Looking a bit like urine, it's going to get a 3, unfortunately. A 3 for the urine beer. How the beer smells now. So it looks a bit like wheat. Does it smell like wheat? I hope it doesn't. So let's have a good waft, see if I'd be put off by the smell as well as its appearance. Who knows, it could smell amazing. So let's give it a whiff and give it a ranking. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so it may look like wheat, but it smells lovely. It smells glorious. It smells very, very nice. So they said about the citrusy in it, they definitely didn't lie. It's really citrusy. I'm getting almost a melon smell, like a melon or mango even. A mango smell from this. Yeah, definitely mango. Like a Rubicon mango, if you've ever had those before. I love them. I love Rubicon mango. Like a steel Rubicon mango smell. And smells very inviting. I like this. I like the smell of this. It's going to get a high one. It smells great. I'm going to give it a massive 9 out of 10 for the smell. So it smells great. It looks a bit like wee. What does it taste like? It's time for my favourite part of every episode, the first sip. Now, first beer of the day, a light beer. This should be an easy drink. And it has actually filled up my whole glass as well. Lovely stuff. So, first sip, it smells like mango, it looks like wee. What's it going to taste like? Cheers to you, and cheers to hashtag Black Lives Matter. Cheers, first sip. It's very nice. Very nice. When it first hits your tongue, you get that hint of like the mango. The mango hits you straight away, but where it is a very light sessional IPA, that flavour vanishes quite quickly. And when it hits the back of your mouth, it's already turned to kind of tasting like water slightly in a really weird way. So you get that hit of mango right on the front of your tongue, which is lovely, very nice, very refreshing. Then by the time it gets to the back of your mouth, a bit watery, a bit plain. Probably because it's very light IPA, but you can definitely tell. You can definitely tell. It does what it does. It does its job, and it's enjoyable for that first couple of seconds before it goes down, and then it loses its flavour very, very quickly. So, tricky one to mark this on first sip, because the mango taste was great, then the flavours dissipated very quickly. Does the mango outweigh the dissipation? I'm going to go, it is nice, I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10, I think. 7 out of 10. We've had our first sip, it was enjoyable, but it did disappear quite quickly with the flavours. Hopefully, when I drink the whole thing, the flavour will stick with me a bit more. Time now to drink the whole thing and see how easy it is to drink it. See you in a sec. It's quite disappointing because the second sip, you don't get, obviously because your taste buds are used to what the flavour is, you don't get the same rush of the flavours on your second sip as you did with the first sip, which is true for any IPA, but because this one, the flavour does disappear quite quickly, it tastes a bit flatter and a bit more watery. There's not a massive amount of flavour to it, unfortunately. High hopes with the smell, but there's not a huge amount, but it's not terrible by any means. It's weird, it's really strange. The third sip, the flavour came back again. Maybe it's me, maybe it's my tongue being weird. I'm a very odd person, so it could be that. But it seems like the flavour comes and goes with every sip. It's strange. Sometimes a sip can be full of mango flavour and be lovely, be great. And then another sip can just be flat, watery, plain. It's not gassy, which you would expect for a sessional IPA not to be, because you don't want it too gassy or too bloaty. Not burping very much, and there's not many bubbles. So it's an easy drink, it does what it's meant to do, but does it do it well? Undecided at this point. It is like drinking Rubicon, the fizzy version of the mango drink, but with a bit less flavour. Because the alcohol content is so low, it feels like you're drinking almost like a mango and soda water, almost. But the mangoes, the barman's been quite tight and only poured a little bit in. A little bit of mango, lots of soda water. So the flavour's there, you know he's put it in, but he's overdone the soda water and it's over diluted it almost. So the flavour is just hiding. Still undecided whether I like it or not. Still not sure. I'll come back to you. And it's gone. Now, that was a weird IPA. Because I can't tell whether I liked it or not. On the can, it says soft juice citrus. And they're not wrong there. It is very, very soft. But at the same time, it's fizzy, not gassy, but fizzy. And the flavour's so soft that you miss it. And the more you drink of the drink, the more you drink of the can, the less the flavour comes through and more this feeling that you're drinking a soda water with an over-diluted mango syrup in it. But it's not awful, it's not terrible. It was enjoyable to an extent. Would I have it again? Probably not. Even if I'm doing a session, I'd probably have a slightly stronger ABV. If I'm drinking an IPA, I want to know I'm drinking an IPA. I don't want to think that I'm drinking just soda water and very low alcohol soda water for IPA. So, effort a drink. It was alright. It was okay. Beige. If I could give the ranking beige, it would get that. Best description is soda water with a hint, very small hint, of mango. And for that reason, towards the end, it wasn't an enjoyable drink. So, I'm going to give that, for effort to drink, it's probably the toughest one I've done. So it wasn't awful, but it was a bit boring. So let's go middle of the road. Middle of the road, 5 out of 10. Its gassiness, as I said, not very gassy. Was gassier than I expected it to be on appearance. As I said, you couldn't see many bubbles going on. However, it tasted like soda water and had the gassiness of soda water. So, if soda water makes you burp, then this don't have this. But for me, compared to other IPAs, it was like water. It was like cordial, so not gassy. I'm going to give it a very high rating in here then, so it's going to get a 9. And now it's been 10 minutes then since I had a drink of that one, of LoKEY by Dark Revolution. How do I feel? I feel like I've not drunk anything at all. I feel like I've had an orange squash, and now it's probably time to go to the pub. Obviously, being a sessional IPA, yes, that's what it's meant to do. Am I a fan? No. It tasted alright, it tasted fine. 2.8 ABV. What's the point? What is the point? My rule, nothing below 4 shall touch the straw. It's a new rule. I literally just made that up. I like it though. I'm going to stick with it. That's my new catchphrase. So, after drink feeling, meh. I've had a drink, it's barely touched the sides. There's more alcohol in a cup of coffee, I'd imagine. That's not a scientific fact, so don't think it is. I'm going to give it an after drink feeling of it was okay, but I'm bored now, which is a 6. And the scores have been counted, yes indeed. So, here it is. Very middle of the road IPA, a sessional IPA. It's not meant to be exciting. After everything, its overall rating is a really average 65.7%. So let's look where that stands in our league table. So a very average score then for a very average IPA. It is meant to be a sessional IPA. They're generally not that exciting, but it was just beige, it was boring, not much happened with it. It was nice, the mango taste was lovely when it came. Otherwise, it just tasted like you were drinking a very diluted squash. Shame, because it smelled great and the mango, when it was there, was brilliant, but unfortunately, 65.7% there, middle of the road, probably is about right for this one. But, good effort. If I wanted a sessional IPA, never would. But if I wanted one, I'd maybe pick this, but there's nothing crying out over any others. We are another drink down on our quest to find the best beer in the world. Average, mediocre one this time, but always remember, nothing below 4 gets through this jaw. I told you, it's a catchphrase. Once again, thank you for joining us on A Quart of Ale. As always, follow us in social media all over here, and I'll see you next time in the next episode of A Quart of Ale. While I've got you here, why not click on the link just below me here and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll never miss a Quart of Ale episode ever again. And also have a look over this way and you can look at all the other videos on our playlist.